Jai Sriman Narayan.
Jai Sriman Narayan.
I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you to the Sunday Satsang at the Sri Narayan Dham, both physically here and those that are viewing this discourse and program on live feed locally, nationally and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse subsequently when it is posted in the various groups. We continue after a great 8 days of the Sri Krishna Janmashtami celebration back to our normal Bhagavad Gita reading program. But just a summary on the celebrations, I would personally like to thank everyone that sacrificed their time, their efforts, their finances, and everything they could offer to make this event a success. And if you go through the stats, and I'm sure Vishwadhar can give you stats, this Sri Krishna Janmashtami, according to stats, was watched either live or subsequently from around the world. And we exist in various groups from around the world. And most of Kavita's bhajans I see have reached over 10,000 views. And all these bhajans have over 1,000 likes in the various groups. So Lord Sri Krishna really took the Sri Narayan Dham to all corners of the earth as predicted from day one. I said Lord Sri Krishna will make his presence felt here, and many of you witnessed in the stillness of this hall the cradle swinging on its own. And the reason Lord Sri Krishna was swinging on the cradle alone, because it was your duty to swing him. That's why he's on the cradle. And because you failed to swing him during Aarti, he decided to swing himself. And again, this shows, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Sri Narayan Dham is the residence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sriman Narayan, and his various bona fide incarnations. Then, to understand the Guru-disciple system clearly, it is necessary for me every once in a while to bring your mind to the fact that this system is not created by the Guru. This system is created by Lord Sriman Narayan. And if you attack a Guru, you are attacking Lord Sriman Narayan himself, and you committing spiritual suicide. Do not attack any Guru from any institution. Do not talk behind a Guru's back, because Lord Sriman Narayan is the creator of the Guru system, and if you upset his system, then he will drive you to the darkest hell, even whilst you are on this earth in this lifetime. For he drives you, for he lives in your very soul. He lives in your soul. He drives you from within. And the preacher who preaches Lord Narayan's glories is the closest to him. The preacher who preaches Lord Narayan's glories is the closest to him. And if you want to go against the principles of Lord Narayan himself, then Lord Narayan removes you from this divine institute and throws you into the darkness world of the demons, deep into the dark world in this lifetime itself, because Lord Narayan's greatest affection is to one who preaches his glories. So there is in society, at home, and in the country, and in the world itself, a set of laws called the supreme laws. Set of laws called the supreme law. Then there are other laws that accommodate the supreme law. There are other laws that accommodate the supreme law. This middle, you can open it, we'll find a way to close it. Are you all hot? Very hot. Should we stop the satsang? Okay. You all can manage? Alright. You all can get the fan from next door. Where's the fan? Is it not next door? Then ask Chris if he knows where's the fan. And you can put the fan on somewhere. Alright? And you all can fan yours self. Imagine you're in a huge disco party, the red lights are on, the blue lights are on, the aircon crashed, and you're enjoying yourself in a beautiful party. Fan yourself and listen to the Guru. Fan yourself and listen to the Guru. Okay? So it's nice, it's hot here in Durban, South Africa. Ashram is still under construction, and I think this is the very first time. This ashram only opened officially in May, and this is the very first time we're experiencing summer heat, so we will know how to accommodate ourselves. But I'm sure Lord Narayan will send Vayu, is sending him already, see the wind? Okay? Because the ultimate air conditioner is Lord Sriman Narayan himself. Alright? So I'm sure whilst we preaching his glories, he will send enough wind to keep you alive. But even if you have to leave your body listening to his glories, you'll go straight to Vaikuntha. You'll go straight, Satish Bhai, to Vaikuntha. If you choke and can't make it in this heat, you are going to Vaikuntha. Anyone who passes on listening the Lord's name goes to Vaikuntha. Alright? So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. So there is a supreme law and there are accommodating laws. There is a supreme law and there are accommodating laws. The supreme law will say, don't steal. Do not steal And the accommodating law will say, if you stole, then this is the procedure that you have to undergo. So let's take the state president. All the laws are under the auspices of the state president. The supreme law states you must not, and the accommodating law states that if you steal, then there are certain procedures that you must follow. So the state president, after telling you through the law or the constitution of the country not to commit a certain offense, when you commit the offense, he accommodates you through an accommodating law, whereby he allows you to have free legal representation to defend the charge against you. So both times. But did the state president warn you initially, don't steal? Did the state president warn you initially through the constitution, do not steal? He warned you? Yes. Then, through an accommodating law, after you have stolen, the state president still accommodates you by providing you with a legal aid, attorney, and providing you with a prison. And when you go to prison, he still gives you free clothes and free food, free accommodation. Alright? So look at what the state president does for you through his constitution. He tells you not to steal. When you steal, he does not leave you. He still embraces you and takes care of you, either in the supreme position or in the transgressed position. Can you blame the state president if you stole? Because who wanted to steal? Who? You. But after you stole, the state president still continues his relationship with you. Can you call the state president a fake state president? Do you understand? So similarly, when you join a spiritual institution, either through initiation or discourse, or privately, when you ask the Guru for something, and the Guru will initially tell you no. If you still want to proceed with the something, then the Guru will accommodate you. Guru will accommodate you. And that endeavor which failed, you failed in it because the Guru initially told you no. When you took on that endeavor, the Guru will continue supporting you through it. Do you understand? And in the end, if the endeavor failed, the Guru is still absolute. Guru is still absolute. Why? Does the Guru make this decision himself, or this accommodating feature of the Guru is an instruction from God? It's an instruction from God. And where all God's instructions must come from the Vedas. So let's test. First, let's see who the Guru is. First, let's see who God says who the Guru is. Who must say who the Guru is? The Guru or God? Who?
God.
God. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 17, Text 27. Lord Shri Krishna is speaking, and he says in this verse, one should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the Devis and Devtas. Tana, you the chairman of this institution, you must phone the airport and tell them, please, on Sundays at a certain time we have in Satsang, make sure no flights overhead. Alright? Because I have to now read this verse again. One should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the Devis and Devtas. And this is the reason why the Guru accommodates your transgression, because it's an instruction by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Same, Canto 11, Chapter 18, Text 31. A saintly person should never let others frighten or disturb him, and similarly should never frighten or disturb other people. He should tolerate the insults of others and should never himself belittle anyone. He should never create hostility with anyone for the sake of the material body, for he would thus be no better than an animal. You understand? Because many questions come up. Acharya ji, you knew this person. You're a guru. You're supposed to know past, present and future. And you know when a person walks in, who that person is. Now this person has left and is attacking you. Or this transaction I had with this person, why did you allow it to happen? What type of a guru you are? These questions come up every now and often, isn't? And you also hear it out of the institution. How many of you went to funerals and you saw mothers especially banging their chest and crying and saying, God, I'll never ever pray to you again. You took my child away. What kind of a God are you? You heard mothers saying that? Who they fight with when the child died? Why did the child die? His last breath expired as per his previous karma. If you brought the child to satsang and taught yourself and the child the absolute truth, then you'll know that the child did not die but evolved into the next body or went to Vaikunth. So you also make false allegations against the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is your creator, who gave you body, who gave you life, whilst you using his life, his body, because you are ignorant. What you are? Ignorant of the scriptures. Then you are blaming God for the death of your child. If you pray 1,000 times a day, has that got anything to do with the length that your child must live? Krishna Ramanuj does? If you pray 1,000 times a day, has that got anything to do with the length that your child must live? No, it's unrelated. You worshipping God is your own balance sheet. You understand? And this is why you see gurus from around the world. They are going east and the children going north, south, west. Isn't? Why? Because even the gurus do not have capacity to control the destiny of their children. Who must control the destiny of the children? The children themselves. That is why we ask everyone to bring the whole family to satsang. You can come to satsang 1 million times. How does it change your child's destiny? If you and your child got a car and you only service your car and the child does not service his or her car, can that, by servicing your car, the child's car get serviced? So everyone has an independent relationship with the Guru, independent relationship with God. Do you understand? All of you understand? Rishi, you understand? No matter how many pots of food you cook here, if your 3 children think my dad is a great cook and he's a Rishi fire in the Sri Narayan Dham, and they sit at home and expect to pass their exams, get married to multimillionaires and drive around in Porsches, Rishi Bhai, they are dreaming. If they want multimillionaire husbands, they want Porsches, they have to have their own relationship with the Guru. Father's cooking got nothing to do with the Guru's relationship with them. You are listening, children? Anyone thought, hey, we let dad and mom be in the ashram, we'll benefit from home? From the 3 of you, which of you had this thought? Nobody. You sure, Bhaiya? This thought never crossed you. Alright? How many times you sang in a satsang before? Never sang? Show his face. It's great, he's singing. Never sang in a satsang? First time you singing in satsang? You ever thought you'll be a bhajan singer in your life? And you're currently studying. Alright? Only thing, Rishi Bhai, take one of Bhabhi's saris. Bhabhi's saris and give it to Mataji. She'll cut it into a dhoti. She'll cut it into a dhoti so that, because I see you don't have enough clothes. Alright? When you sing for Lord Narayan in a satsang, you cannot sing with so little clothes. Alright? Dhoti or long pants and kurta. Alright? So immediately after, go to Mataji's room, she'll give you one sari. Alright? So this is how the system works. This is how the system works. You saw I requested, show around. Around. See the curtains? There's enough aircon in this room now. There's enough from stillness Lord Narayan created, enough moving air. Okay? You're all feeling great? Can you feel the power of Lord Narayan? And can you see how Lord Narayan listens to the Guru in a live feed that's going around the world? Because he says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, maybe I'll find that verse, that in the material universe, he walks on the dust particles of his favorite Acharya. Who? Lord Narayan walks on the dust particles of his favorite Acharya. And if I can request wind and get it in a few seconds, you'll think I'm Lord Narayan's favorite Acharya. So if Lord Narayan can change the elements for me, then who is some demon in one corner of darkness stating that this Guru is fake? You understand? Gurus don't need endorsement by any human being, because no human has the capacity to endorse a Guru. Only endorsement of Guru is from God, either physically, like now when I requested for air in this hall, or through scripture. Or through scripture. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Please, a warning. A warning. You have a freedom to be in this institution or not, and you can live at your own free will. When you leave, make sure you leave in such a condition that you can come back. That you can come back. Because this is where all the real things happen. And one day you'll need the Guru again. Because I went out of my way and I tried to fix up a very, very ill person. And I warned this person that do not be disloyal to Lord Narayan. Do not be disloyal to Lord Narayan. And I asked this person, if you finished, go everywhere. If you haven't finished, go. If you haven't finished, go and then come back to me. But if you said you finished, go everywhere, and if you asking me to fix you up through Lord Narayan, then you have to be absolutely loyal to the system. And I get a call from a family member of this person last night that this person has gone very, very ill. That person could have still left nicely, but that person told this family member, who is a member in this institution, "You've taken me down there to kill me." Yet she was brought in a comatose state and she was fixed by Lord Sriman Narayan himself. And she walked out and we filmed their condition, because this is what people do in this ashram. And yesterday her heart was very, very weak, and I got a request that I must pray. Now I also live within rules and regulations. I cannot defy Lord Sriman Narayan. You understand? So I'm using this living example that no matter how angry you are with me, would Lord Narayan, would Mataji, would Rahil, or would the Go Matas. Alright? And you have to leave. Yes, you may leave. Leave quietly. And one day, when you need us, even over the phone, we're there for you. Do you understand? Many people left us decently and they are still progressing. Those that have left us indecently, that they are in absolute hell. This place is not an employment bureau. ASRF is not an employment bureau. It's not a financial lending institution. It's not a financial lending institution. It's not a marriage domain. You don't come here to get married. Alright? You come here to learn who you are. And it's called self-realization. And after you are self-realized, then we teach you God realization. So you come here to learn who you are, which is called self-realization, Then we teach you God realization, because if you are in a memory loss, you don't know who you are, how can we teach you who God is? So we first teach you who you are. As candies. A naughty child, you tell him, hey, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. He's still making naughty. Then you take out a box of candies. And his eyes go on the candy. Now you tell him 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. He'll say, and tell me the next sum. First he didn't want to learn. Then when he showed the box of candies, he wants 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. You also say, tell me the next one. Children are intelligent. Ask me what is 2 plus 2 and he'll tell you 4. Isn't? Similarly, this system offers you candies. In order to learn about yourself, we offer you candies. Those candies come in finances, come in health, come in marriage, come in happiness. Those are only candies. Those are candies. How long candies last? Once you have the candies, then you learn the maths. Once you know the maths teacher, then you can earn your own money teaching maths. But up until you don't know maths, we give you candies. But don't come here for candies. Don't come for candies. Come for maths. Whilst we're teaching you maths, we'll give you candies. And I have plenty of candies. Guruji left me so much of candies. I don't know what to do with it. We have plenty. But concentrate on learning maths. Because when you learn maths, candies is in abundance. Alright? Are there any questions? Any questions? So marriage and divorce is a daily occurrence in Sanatan Dharma now. Although the word divorce does not exist. And I'm speaking about Sanatan Dharma specifically because only in Sanatan Dharma are the 7 marriage vows to be taken in the presence of Lord Sriman Narayan. And if you can't make it in a marriage, is it the fault of Lord Sriman Narayan? You called him as a witness. Who called him? You. He witnessed your wedding. Who? Lord Narayan. Who took the vows? You took the vows. If you did not live within the vows, then can you blame the Lord for attending your wedding and your wedding went awry, A-W-R-Y? Your wedding went awry because you are awry. You. God is not the substance that binds 2 people up in marriage. Compatibility between 2 people is the substance that binds 2 people up in marriage. And compatibility is a element of each individual themselves. All of you understand? So you can't blame God if your marriage didn't work out. Who you must blame? Why? Because who created the marriage vows? Or who impelled marriage vows to be created? Lord Sriman Narayan himself. Whether you follow Lord Sriman Narayan's instructions in a marriage, as a son, as a daughter, as a devotee, all Lord Narayan's laws are absolute, and if you transgress it in any manner whatsoever, there will be a consequence. There will be a consequence. Close some windows. There's crosswind, so just leave one side and close the other side. All of you understand? Are there any questions? Any questions? This system has never taken any money from anyone. The only money this system takes from anyone is what it has saved you, had you been doing something else with your money. And the only percentage that this system takes is 10% of what you have saved. So if you're a drinker and you count your drinking bills for the month, if it's 1,000 rand, what is 10% of 1,000 rand? 100 rand. Rishi, will you give that fast to the institution? Fast? I don't know why I'm asking you, I'm just asking you. Right? Whose money you giving back to the institution? Your money or God's money?
God's money.
Because you would have drank the money, isn't it? So the money was finished already, isn't it? So this institution is not created to take, and this is why I do not, Satish Bhai, I do not take outside donations. Your son-in-law still have to come to Satsang. Satish Bhai's son-in-law is the only person who donated from the outside because he promised me he's coming to Satsang. Alright? So this system makes sure that whatever you donate is the system's own money. You understand? And only 10% of it you benefit, 90%. You must wait until the day you benefit 90%. God can't take from you. Lord Narayan is not poor. He owns this entire universe. Alright? And people wearing this tilak are not poor because their father is the owner of the universe. Alright? Only some people do not know how to ask their father. If your father is owning a whole 1,000 acre of a potato farm, and if you ask your father for one pocket of potato, Rishi, are you clever or stupid? Is it? Your father owns a whole 1,000 acre of a potato farm and you go and say, Dad, I'm suffering. I don't have no food to eat. Can I have a pocket of potato? Small Rishi, what do you think? Yes. Because you know your father already owns the entire 1,000 acre of potato farm. Can you ever be hungry? Can you ever be hungry? Then why would you ask him and limit yourself to just one pocket of potato? Just say, Dad, you my dad, I love you. I know I'll never go hungry. So Lord Narayan owns this entire universe. Strini, why you want to ask him for one car? What a small thing one car is when Lord Narayan owns everything in this universe. All you have to say is, Lord Narayan, you are the owner of everything in this universe. Whatever I do not have, Whatever I do not have, I know it will be easily fulfilled by you. Is it? You like it? Rishi Bhai? And whilst we're on this topic, Rishi Bhai, there is an ocean of milk. Alright? And also there's an ocean of alcohol. I'm serious. In this universe is an ocean of milk, and there's also an ocean of alcohol. Right? There's many types of oceans with many ingredients in it. Right? Well, why ask for a bottle of alcohol when Lord Narayan can give you an entire ocean? You understand? You all understand? Please do not ask for alcohol in my satsang, I'll kill you. I will? Yes, just look at the ocean. Churning, ebbing and flowing. Just look. Don't taste. And don't desire. You see? Don't tell me, Acharya ji, next week Sunday I want to go to the ocean of alcohol and take a bait and do your Ganga prayers there. No excuse. No excuse. Alright? Are there any questions? Between?
How do we take motivation?
Yes.
And then you mentioned that we don't ask.
Okay. So, in the Sri Sampradaya is eternal. These instructions are from Lord Sriman Narayan himself. And he have stated that our prayer should be offered to Vishwak Sena. He is the commander of the Lord Narayan's army, and we should worship him. So Vishwak Sena is number 3. Lord Shriman. Shrimans mean Mother Lakshmi and Lord Narayan together. Shriman means Mother Lakshmi and Lord Narayan together is number 1 and 2. These are absolute laws. These are absolute laws. Alright? Accommodating laws where you cannot fulfill the absolute laws. These other systems were created up until the time you come to this system. So when you're in primary school, you learn something else. When you're in high school, you learn something else. And when you're in this school, this is the highest form of spirituality, then here, for self-realization, we worship Vishwak Sena. And this is the instruction from Lord Sriman Narayan. And also when he incarnated, I read it on Friday, that Lord Sri Krishna endorsed Vishesh Advaita. Alright? And I will continue showing you throughout the Bhagavad Gita readings, all the discourses. I think I must do one verse. So, Lord Sri Krishna also gave us the Uddhava Gita, which is not popularly known. The Uddhava Gita, which is subsequent to the Bhagavad Gita. And in the Uddhava Gita, he explains comprehensively what he has explained and what we find in the Mahabharata, where Lord Krishna becomes the speaker himself. And remember, Vishesh Advaita means that God is one complex whole, everything exists in Him and He exists in everything. That is our philosophy. Alright? Then, same Lord Narayan, and I'll show you through Vedic injunctions, it's somewhere here in Canto 11. Same Lord Narayan also create alternative philosophies. Same Lord Narayan also impels sages and saints to create alternative philosophies. And this is why I said, when I am realigning Vishesh Advaita, in this realignment, there should be no hatred or animosity against any particular saint or sage that has created an alternative philosophy. For he was instructed by Lord Sriman Narayan himself. For at that point in time, at that place, that alternative philosophy had to be created. So today I can sit here and realign you with the absolute philosophy. All of you understand? It's a bit complicated, alright? Bit complicated, but we have to accept it as it is. Alright? We have to accept it as it is. So we welcome baby Narayani to Satsang. Baby Narayani to her first Satsang out of her mother's womb. She had Satsangs for 9 months. Alright? And I want to reveal a secret. I want to reveal a secret. And let's see if the mother and father agrees with me about baby Narayani. Alright? Go view baby Narayani. So this is how absolute this system is. Guru knew before mother and father that baby Narayani had entered the womb of the mother. Who knew? Father didn't know and mother didn't know. So when I told the father, you must have a baby, he told me, no, Acharya, after a year. After a year. There's a father there. Show the camera to him. Show the camera to him. That father. After the Guru whacks him, he'll open his WhatsApp group. He'll say, I knew baby Narayani, what my Guru knows. Alright? So, Sugeshan, we were discussing, okay, enough. Come back on the Guru. We were discussing, and I like to use Pranisha as an example. We were discussing absolute law and accommodating law. And we said this country has absolute law, it says don't steal. Then we have accommodating law, whereby if you steal, then the state president still embraces you because he creates a defense system for you, a legal system where he provides a lawyer. And if you are found guilty, he provides free accommodation, food and clothes. It means the state president has not left you, he is still embracing you. Your mother-in-law is very, look at your face. She thinks, her doctor stole something. Look at your face. Alright? Sit down, Rahil. Most of the time on the Guru.
Yes, Jai.
Alright? So, I asked Pranisha many times to only go around the Goshala. How many times she transgressed, Sugeshan? Quite a few. Alright? Then where she phones me from? And what do I give her in hospital? Absolute love, I want to say it. Alright? Any day I whacked you in hospital, Pranisha. Alright? So every time she transgressed here, and I told her, Pranisha, if you transgress, you land in hospital. And she only talks to me on the phone from hospital. So I didn't have to be a guru to know that if Pranisha is phoning, she's already in, comfortably in a bed every day. Narayan Acharya, I landed in a hospital, I have my water ready for blessing. Alright? The Guru foresaw in day one, if she do not follow the prescribed instructions of the Guru, she will land in hospital. She did not comply with the instructions fully. When in hospital, can she say the Guru is fake? Why? Why? The Guru already told her in advance. So her mother from Joba can't say, Pranisha, what kind of Acharya you took initiation from and you landed in hospital? Leave him, let's go to another Guru somewhere.
Every time she complains, Atula, please phone Acharya now. Ask her, she'll tell you that.
Yes. I wish all mothers were like you.
Every time I told her phone Acharya.
Sita, I wish all mothers were like you, because some mothers want their daughters as investments. They don't want their daughters to go and get married so the daughters can supply them financially, but you gave your entire daughter away would have biscuit technology. Alright? So this is a reality satsang. This is a live and reality satsang where we bring the Vedas to life. We bring the Vedas to life. So today what I stated, Rishi, baby Narayani only the Guru knew was in the womb of the mother, not even the mother nor the father knew. You knew that, Arti? Oh, they keep it secret.
I was shocked myself.
Leave you being shocked. The creators were shocked themselves. The creators were shocked themselves. They are called suggestion for frontliner and soups. It's time for a baby. And he said, no, Acharya, maybe in a year's time. Baby was already breathing in the womb of the mother. And this is our baby, Narayani. Alright? And I'm sure she will stick around. I'm sure Narayani will stick around. Her parents stuck around. Her grandparents stuck around. And this institution went through many upheavals. And I'm sure Narayani will stick around. Okay? Rishi, anybody in your family got anger problem? Who had?
All of us.
Okay. If it ever comes up again, go and see Guru Pranisha. She's in charge of anger in this institution. Head of Department of Anger is Pranisha, alright? She mastered it, she experienced it, she mastered it, and she'll teach you all how to keep it suppressed. Alright, Pranisha? You can give them. Alright, are there any questions? Any questions?
I don't know if you mentioned it before, but is there any way that is it necessary that we take what Vishwaksena made, or is it necessary?
Yeah, as time, in time, we will start following Lord Sri Ramanuj's instructions 100%. Alright, so first I just want to run a whole year with doing what we are doing at the moment. Then when all of us are at a certain level of understanding, then we will go to the next stages. I hope to build an ashram 25 by 25 meters squared down here where my finger is pointing, as per 100% Vedic injunctions. I like to get the stones from Rajasthan. I'd like to go to Swami Chinnajayar Swami and get the plans and the architecture and everything. And I like to get a set of Pandits trained already in India to conduct special prayers as instructed by Lord Sri Ramanuj. Alright, so these are my desires, and these prayers must be done in Sanskrit. I'd like the Indians in Durban and surrounding areas to start learning Sanskrit again. Okay, but if Lord Narayan allows. Narayani, what you think, Narayani? Okay, so this, yes, you can hear Narayani. Okay, Narayani is saying we will have in her time. In her time. Gurus just plant the seed. Gurus just plant the seed, and many generations accomplish what the Guru want accomplished. Alright? You understand? So if I start teaching you too many things, it will take the focus out of Visheshadvaita. I want you to understand our system theoretically. Understanding our system theoretically. Alright? Any other questions? Salan Bhai, focus on Lord Narayan. Forget about Lord Vishwakshara.
You mentioned it quite a few times.
Yeah, the reason I brought it in is to show that Lord Sri Krishna also instructed what Lord Ramanuj instructed, which means that this system is absolute. This system is absolute. Alright? If endorsed by Lord Sri Krishna, then it is absolute. Any other questions? Okay, we do Aarti first and then we go out. Aarti, you can sing Aarti. Come in the front.